Hello everyone, this is Coach Richard Al-Haj from Lebanon. Today in this session, I'm going to show you some drills that we do for our performance players, for our junior performance players, and for the senior ones who go for the ITF tournament and for the future tournaments. In this drill, this is a drill feed by hand from the coach. We will have a small target here. Players will go around and hit the ball. They will start from here, then go around the cone, go back, hit the ball, then again around. You can vary the amount of balls, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It depends on the physical conditioning of the player that you are working with. It depends on the aim. What are you aiming for with the player? Okay, the next drill, player will start here with the ready position, then he has to shuffle all the way long, even if he reaches here, and then you as coaches will be feeding with the racket from the other side of the net. You have to feed the ball back to this side where the players, when he is shuffling, has to stop and go to execute the shot. We can do this exercise on both sides, forehand side and backhand side, as you will see in the demonstration of the players. Go, go. Shuffle, asla, shuffle, asla. And go, 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 go. Yalla, go. Ready? Go. Now, our next drill, we will use two players. They will be playing with each other. As you can see, we have a mini tennis net in the middle of the court here, where the players will be, one of them will have the mini tennis and one of them will have his court free. The other player on the other side has to play all his balls over the net in this side. This exercise is good for keeping the ball deep, high, with a lot of spin. In this exercise, we can vary the place of the net. We can put it here, maybe we can take it a bit back. It all depends on the level of the players that you are dealing with. And we can make it on the backhand side. We can push this net here, so we can make it on the backhand side. We can push it there. We can make it on the forehand side only. You can vary the exercise the way you want. You can make it for the cross court, you can make it for the down the line shots. So this exercise is a very good drill that we make for our players in order to keep their balls deep and high over the net in the court. And as a variation of this type of exercises, we can use it even for the serves. We can put the mini tennis net inside the service box, and we teach the players to serve over it like this. Their serves will be deep and high. This teaches them to keep their balls deep and high, so their second serves especially, they won't be very short and can't be attacked very easily. Our next exercise, we will use two players. They will be rallying with each other. Anytime a ball falls short on the court before the service line, the player has to attack that ball and go to the net. Like this, we teach them to attack short balls. We teach them to play inside the court, not to stay backwards. Now, dear coaches, after seeing all the drills, I have to explain a bit about the feed. When you are feeding with the hand, remember that you can vary the height and the speed and the depth of the ball. Again, it depends on your student, or let's say on your player, and it depends on what you need from the exercise. Dear coaches, you have to know that the exercises depend on the level of the players. You as coaches, you must know the level of your players, and then you have to work accordingly. Remember that in each exercise, you can vary the speed of your ball, the depth of your ball, the spin, the slice, the flat. You can move the player faster. You can hit your ball faster. So, and you can combine it in each ball. So this is very important. If you see that the exercise is not working, the player is not succeeding in doing the exercise, always try to bring it down to their level. Then you can go higher and higher. It is very important to adapt the exercise, to shape it to the level of your players. Coaches, when you are feeding with the racket, a lot of varieties can be applied. You can feed high, you can feed low, you can feed with a slice, with a spin ball, deep, short. You can combine them together. You can feed it next to the player, you can feed it away of the player. So remember that this variation is very important for you as coaches. You have to know when to vary and where to vary the ball in order to get the best out of your exercises. Remember that each player has his own type of game. It is very important to tailor your training to adapt the type of play that suits that player. And especially for players that they are juniors, top juniors who want to go to future tournaments. A good junior player, a good ITF player can play easily in the futures, but you have to take care of that. In the futures you'll have big men, not junior players. Those guys who can hit harder, those guys who can hit faster balls, those guys who can hit 200k plus serves. So you have to prepare your players, your junior players, when they want to go to future tournaments, to meet this expectation. Dear coaches, what I gave you today was a small specimen of hand feeding, racket feeding, players playing together. It is up to you to be creative. You can create exercises. Remember the rules: intensity, very important; target, very important; and aiming for the exercise is very important. And then you can create the exercise you want. If you want it defensive, if you want an offensive exercise, all type of these things. You are coaches, you can create. Now you know the base. All what you want to do, all what you have to do is create your own exercises. Don't copy and paste, because this is what I do for my student. You have to be creative with your students, with your players, to take them up to a higher level. Now, dear coaches, before coming to an end, I'm going to tell you something very important. Always, always, always play your exercises with aim, with targets. Always aim to a very high intensity. Always try to put targets for your players. Targets can be visual, where you put a cone or you ask them to hit in a zone. Unseen targets, where you have to feel that your player is getting better, where you can see that your player is giving 110%, and it is up to you to make him feel like this. It is up to you to make your players better. Now we came to the end. I'm gonna say thank you for our players, Jad and Thomas, who did some demonstrations with us. I'm gonna say thank you for being with us. Hope to meet soon with every and each one of you. Go excel over there. Go show your talent, and remember that GPTCA is here for you. Anything you need, just send an email, ask questions, and be part of the community. Thank you.